Ladies and gentlemen, Andy here. I built a sex life I'm really happy with, a coaching business I really love. I'm here to help you follow in my footsteps. When it comes to dating and sex and relationships, I know a lot of you get very frustrated when you feel like you're putting in a lot of effort, you feel like you're maybe not getting the results. And there's a guy in my coaching group right now who's been working on his dating life for a couple of years. And he very much feels like I'm getting no results, it's not working out for me. And for him, a big part of it is that he's maybe not celebrating his successes. He's currently sleeping with two women at the same time. He has two friends with benefits that he's seen for like 6 months or a year. So, by most people's measurements, he's having a lot of success, but he's sort of struggling to celebrate that success a little bit. And so, I had a very honest and raw and real conversation with him this morning, and I gave him a bunch of advice. And I want to give that same advice to all of you who might be feeling like I'm putting in all this effort. I'm just not getting any results. And there are 5 or 6 main things that we're going to cover that can really help. So, if you're feeling like you're not getting the results that you want when it comes to dating or business or anything else, the very first option that you have is to cry about it. And that might seem like I'm being very harsh and I'm saying this in sort of a fun, silly way, but this is what I said to my client. I was like, all right, well, your first option here is to cry about it. You can sit there and feel sorry for yourself. And don't we often do that? I do that myself sometimes when I feel like I'm putting in a lot of effort. My ego tells me that I'm entitled to the results that I'm not currently getting. And then I feel frustrated at that discrepancy. I'm like, I deserve money or sex or whatever it might be that I'm trying to achieve. I've put in all this effort. Why am I not getting what I want? And if we sit there and sort of, I'm saying this flippantly, but cry about it and get frustrated and feel sorry for ourselves and say it's not fair, women must be the problem, or the audience must be the problem, or this person's the problem, something outside of my control is the problem, how do we feel? We feel hopeless, we feel helpless, we feel frustrated, we feel like the victim, we feel like nothing can be done, we get annoyed, it doesn't feel good. And so I'm not saying any of this to judge any of you who do sit around crying about stuff. That's okay. It's okay that you have emotions. It's okay that you feel frustrated. But sitting around crying about it and continuing to play the victim, which I do that myself sometimes. We're all human. We all do that sometimes. That doesn't lead to the success that you're looking for. You won't get the house or get the girl or get the money or build the business or have a great body or improve your mental health or whatever it might be by sitting around being a victim. That just leaves you disempowered, disenfranchised, and you won't take the action that your goal requires. And so sitting around crying about it is usually most people's first thing that they will run to. A lot of you in the comments, maybe you can relate to this a little bit. And again, I say this not to judge you, but there are a few of you in the comments who will cry about your current situation. And again, it's okay to have emotions. I'm not saying bottle that shit up, but cry about it, sit there, go through that. I'm saying this quite seriously. You can cry about it. It's just that has an expiration date. Sitting around crying about it will get you a little bit of sympathy for a little bit of time. But long term, that's not a good strategy. It's certainly not going to build towards the things that you want. So that's our first option. What is our second option? Take more action. In other words, play the numbers game. And this is basically what I said to my coaching client. He's going out and talking to 1 to 3 women every single day. And I was like, that is absolutely brilliant. What you're doing is incredible. You are doing such an amazing job. If you would like more results, you are allowed to do more. You can take more action. You can talk to more women. If any of you are building a business, if you're currently feeling like I'm not getting enough, sales inquiries or no one's buying my product, can you put it in the hands of more people? Can you walk up to more people and say, would you like to buy this? Can you do some marketing? If you're a content creator like me, where you try and help people, and then in exchange for that, some of those people sign up for your coaching program, can you help more people? Can you do more content? Can you make more videos? Can you do more? And there is always more that we can do. We will often run straight to option number 1 here and cry about it. Once we've gone past that and grieved and felt all of our frustrations and let all of that out, and that's beautiful, great, you're processing it, run straight into option number 2. Can I take more action? And again, there is always more that you can do. And a lot of the time we underestimate how much action we might need to take in order to get the thing that we're looking for. Like if it's dating, a lot of you go out and you talk to 1 woman a week or 2 women a week. That is brilliant. That is incredible. That is more than most people will ever do. That's so amazing and worth celebrating. Now, if you would like more results, what if we bump that up to 3 women a week and then 5 women a week and then 10? Don't you think if you talk to 3 times as many women, you would have 3 times the results, and often more than that, because you start to gain momentum? So if you talk to 3 times as many women, you might get 10 times the results. If you do 3 times as much content, you might get 10 times the results because you start to make progress, you start to snowball, blah, 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 blah. And again, a lot of you have unrealistic expectations of what it might take to achieve your goal. If you're building a business, that might take years. It doesn't have to, but it might. I've been doing this business for about 4 or 5 years at this point. If it's dating, you might need to go and talk to 100 women and hit on them properly. Hi, I find you pretty, or I find you attractive. Do you want to go on a date with me? Can I get your number? Like properly hitting on them, not just talking to them casually. Properly hit on maybe 100 women before one of them goes on a date and sleeps with you. It might take 100. For some of you, it'll only take 20. For some of you, it'll take 50. Some of you, it'll take 100. But a lot of you will say, I've talked to 50 women or I've talked to 100 women and I still haven't gotten the results that I want. Dude, I did what you said. I've talked to 200 women and I still don't have the results that I want. And then you sit around going straight to option number 1, crying about it. And again, I don't say that to judge any of you, but option number 1 is probably the least effective on this list. It's just not very effective. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't make me feel sorry for you. I definitely don't feel sorry for you. It doesn't make me necessarily want to help you. I want to help the people that are already taking action and helping themselves. Most people don't feel that sorry for you when you sit around crying about your life circumstances. Most people just don't want to hear it. Most people are going through their own stuff, including me, and I think I'm pretty empathetic and patient, but I got my own shit that I'm doing. I have my own stuff I'm working on. I have my own stuff I'm improving. I have my own clients. If you sit around taking option number 1, crying about it, I'm probably not going to be able to help you because you're not ready to change. A lot of the time when we sit around crying about stuff, we're not ready to improve. We want to feel sorry for ourselves because that gets us some sympathy sometimes. It saves us from having to go out and take action. It's very comforting to choose option number 1. It's just not very effective when it comes to your goals. So go straight to option number 2, go take more action. And if you say, I've gone and talked to 200 women, or I've been working on my business for a year or 2, okay, is there something else that you could do? There's always more you could do. In dating, do you need to improve yourself? Do you need to improve your physical appearance? Do you need to improve your mindset? Do you need to work on your love and all of that, your self-love and loving other human beings? Do you need to let go of something? Do you have a mindset of like, no woman's ever going to like me, and then you self-sabotage because of that mindset? Do you have a limiting belief of like your race or your height or your skin color or whatever else it might be, your age, whatever? Do you need to let that go? Is that something you could take more action on? Like, what can you take more action on? It's not always, I need to go out there and talk to more women. A lot of the time it is just that. Let's say 90% of you are not talking to as many women as it might require before you have some success. For business, a lot of you might need to do business for a year or 2 before your business really starts to grow. You just haven't done enough yet. But if you feel like you have done a lot, or if you objectively have done a lot, let's say you've approached 500 women and properly hit on them and told them, I find you attractive. Do you want to go on a date with me? Can I get your number? Or on the dating apps, you have spent 6 months, maybe a year, going through my free Tinder guide over on my website on killyourinnerloser.com. There's a big button at the top, big free Tinder guide. You've spent 6 months or a year going through that, improving yourself, taking better pictures. You've done at least 20 photo shoots where you, with a proper camera, where you pay a photographer and you go out and take some really good photos at least 20 times. And each one of those photo shoots, you shoot at least 300 photos. If you've done that, then you've really started to play the numbers game. And if you're still not having success at that point and you've hit the gym, you've done all of that, then maybe you can say, all right, is there something else? Do I need to work on letting go of my self-sabotage? Like, what do I work on? But a lot of you, again, have talked to maybe 50 or 100 or 200 women, which is brilliant. That is such a good start. That is so incredible. But it is just that. It is a start. Or you've worked on your business for 6 months, or you've built a YouTube channel for 1 year. That's incredible. That is such a beautiful start. But in my first year of YouTube, I don't even think I had 1,000 subscribers in my first year of doing content. And I was doing content every day. I literally did one video every single fucking day, pouring my heart and soul into it. It took like a year or 2 before I hit 1,000 subs. And then it took like a year after that before I hit like 5,000. It took a little while to build. You know, there's ways to do it quicker and all of that, of course. But a lot of you maybe have unrealistic expectations of what it might take to be successful. A lot of the time, we just look at the internet and we say, this person has 1 million subscribers. They probably were just an overnight success. And sometimes we look at people that go viral and have just become an overnight success. And we say, I'm failing because I'm not doing that, or I haven't just succeeded like they have. It's not fair. And then we run to option one. We cry about it. We say, I'm jealous of them. I'm envious of them. Fuck them. Why did they get all the success and not me? And a lot of you do that. You'll look at people that are taller than you, or a different skin color from you, or younger than you, or more successful than you when it comes to money or dating or whatever. And you'll say, it's not fair. Like, why did they get all of that shit? That's you choosing option one. And you're allowed to do that. You're an individual with free will. It's just that option number one doesn't really bring us much happiness. It doesn't make that person want to help us either. Like some of the people that you guys and girls might be a little bit jealous of, if you would let go of that judgmentalism towards them and judging yourself as well, because you're saying they're better than me, that's you judging yourself as well. If you would let go of that, some of those people want to help you. They would be your biggest cheerleaders. I'm a good example of that. I want to help as many of you as I possibly can, whatever your goals might be, as long as those goals are good for you and good for the people around you. I want all of you to win. But if you sit around picking option number one and you're crying about it, I can't fucking help you. I want to. I'm literally sitting here trying to. I'm in the process of helping you. But if you pick option number one, I can't do anything. How can I possibly help you if you jump straight into option number one all the time? So take option number two, take some more action. All right. Option number three, improve our mindset. And I already kind of hinted at this a little bit before, but we can work on having more of a play to win mindset. We can work on being a little bit more self-loving. We can write a list of 50 things about ourselves that are lovable or likable, so we improve our self-esteem. We can go into the bathroom, look into our own eyes in the mirror, and give ourselves a little pep talk. We can say, I love you, or we can say, you're doing a good job, or we can say, keep it up, you're kicking ass. Like basically self-affirmations, like positive affirmations. And we can start to improve that mindset. I have an entire fucking video course on this, don't I? This little fucker here, it's called the Play to Win video course, How I Built a Winner's Mindset. It is literally a video course and ebook on how to be a more positive human being. You can pay whatever you want for this, even if it's just $1. Look at that. Hit this button. Buy now. Listen up, you beautiful bald ginger fuck. I only want to give you $1, $1. Continue shopping. Fucking click that button. Boom, pay. Yeah, enter your fucking shit. Big Dick McGee. What is my email address? Give me the course at gmail.com. My name is Big Dick Gonna Succeed. My phone number, fuck you, not entering that. Auto notes, give me the course. I'll give any of you $1 million if you enter anything like this and actually buy the fucking course. I won't give you $1 million, but I will laugh the fucking, laugh my tits up. You get the point. So the Play to Win video course, and there is a link there is the link in the description below to the Play to Win video course. But improve our mindset. Other books that can help. You Can't Afford the Luxury of a Negative Thought. Another book, Loving What Is. Another book, Letting Go. There are all of these books that can help us improve our mindset. Basically, if we just take a different, more positive view towards our current results and the effort that we've taken, we won't hurt so much. We won't be sitting there suffering. Like if we can change our mindset and say, okay, let me be more rational about this. I've tried really hard. I've done a lot. That's amazing. I want to celebrate all of that. Is there a little bit more I can do? Like, can I jump back to number 2 on this list and take more action? Do I want to take different action? Do I want to get help and ask Andy or someone else for coaching? You know, I have coaching, links in the description below. That could massively improve your results. That will massively improve your results, but that could improve your mindset. Like, what do I need to do to have a more positive, self-believing, self-actualized mindset here? And I have a billion videos on my channel for free that can improve your mindset. Or you can come to the coaching group. Or like I say a lot, you can just pay me $200 for one of those $200 coaching calls. We will sit down for a couple of hours, as long as we need to talk, and we will absolutely improve that mindset. So often, our mindsets are not where they might need to be in order for us to succeed or get more results. And we're self-sabotaging. You know, we feel so hopeless, we feel so helpless that we don't take the action. We don't do number 2 on this list. You know, maybe we need to go and talk to twice as many women. Maybe we need to talk to 5 times as many women. Maybe we're not talking to any women at all, and all we're doing is option 1 on this list, and we're just sitting around crying about the fact that we're a virgin or that no one likes us. We're not taking any action, or we've taken a little bit of action, and that's brilliant, that's great, that's worth celebrating. But we're taking like 1/50th of the action that it might require in order for us to achieve our goal. And so if we improve that mindset and be a little bit more stoic, we'll be able to handle more rejection. In fact, at some point, we won't even see it as a rejection. We'll be like, she didn't reject me. She just doesn't want to fuck me. That doesn't mean she rejected me as a person. She's just not interested in sex or sex with me. Like, that's not a personal fucking rejection. So if we change our mindset around rejection and how we view it, we won't be so afraid of it. Now we'll want to go out there and talk to 50 girls because nothing happens but something beautiful. We don't feel so hurt and down. Or if we're building a business, we don't take it personally. If someone says, I don't want to sign up for your coaching program, we're like, sweet, man, I hope you have a beautiful life. Like, that's what I say when people say no to the coaching program. I'm like, great, man. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to do for you. I hope you have a beautiful day. Yeah, man, just go out there and keep working on this and try doing this. And I promise you can make it. Even without my coaching, you'll be good. Go do it. And so if we improve our mindset, we'll take more action. So number 3 on this list really feeds into number 2. That's why I say a lot, improving your mindset is one of the best things that you can ever do for your success, your self-improvement, and achieving your goals. Like, if you have a very negative mindset, like you're wrapped up in fear or shame or guilt or anger, or you're frustrated and you sit around doing option number 1 on this list, crying about it, improving your mindset might really help you take more action and not sit around feeling sorry for yourself. And sometimes what we need is number 4, a big old dose of patience. Sometimes we're taking action, like we're doing number 2 on this list. Sometimes we're also improving our mindset. We're making massive leaps and bounds in terms of being a more positive, playing to win type of person. But we're just not being super patient. Sometimes we are literally on the right path. We're doing everything we need to be doing. And we're like a little child. We're like, I want ice cream right now. And the mother's like, you can have ice cream after dinner. And the kid's like, I want it now, now, now. And they start throwing a tantrum and they cry and they kick and they scream. And the mother's like, motherfucker, you're going to get ice cream in like 1 hour from now. Like, you're going to get your ice cream. Chill the fuck out. Just wait. You don't even have to do anything. Just exist. And 1 hour from now, you will have ice cream. You will have the thing you want. Nothing's even required except just being. And so for a lot of you, that's where you're at. And that is sort of where this coaching client of mine that I'm talking about is at. And he could benefit from taking more action and improving his mindset too. But he's doing a fair amount. He's going out and talking to 2 or 3 women a day. That's decent. Yeah, you could do more. Yeah, I'm encouraging him to do more, obviously. But 2 or 3 will still get you the results. It might just take a little bit longer. You might need to wait a month or 2 months before you sleep with a new person. It might take a little bit longer than if you really played the numbers game and talked to 10 women a day, in which case you'd probably sleep with someone new like a week or 2 from now. Or with a business, if you're out there, maybe you're doing a business similar to mine where you do content, you put it out there for free, and then some of those people pay you for a product or a service. And maybe you're doing 1 video a week. Amazing. That's so cool. Either be more patient, and it might take you a little longer to build your YouTube channel or build your platform or have people pay you, or do more. Like, take more action. Go and record 1 video a day. I try and aim for at least 1 video or 1 piece of content every day. Between here and my Spotify platform and my blog, I'm aiming for 1 piece of content every day. And that's me taking more action. But along with that, if you do number 4 here, being patient, that can really help. And so again, to really drill it in, a lot of you are taking all the steps that you need to take. You're doing an awesome job. And yes, you could do more. You could follow number 2 on this list. Yes, you could improve your mindset. I recommend doing all these things at once. Do a little bit of each one. But along with that, sometimes you just need to be more patient. Sometimes it literally does just require you to chill the fuck out. Keep existing like you currently are, going and talking to a few women a day, or working on your business a little bit each day, or going to the gym a couple of times a week, going for a walk every day to lose weight, reading some books to be more positive. Like, you're doing everything that I would tell you to do if you were one of my coaching clients. You're just missing step number 4. You're just like that child saying, I want my ice cream right now. And it's like, you're going to get it 1 hour from now. And a lot of you don't realize how close you are to that breakthrough moment, that moment where you just finally get around the corner and you go, holy shit, I'm successful. It's working. I'm doing it. I'm starting to get the results now. Some of you are this fucking close to that moment, or you're already having that moment. Like my coaching client that I said, he's literally sleeping with 2 women at the same time. He's already made it. He's already doing what most people would call the pinnacle of like male fucking achievement when it comes to sex. Like you have two women that like you, that you've been honest with. They both know that you're sleeping with other people. They're both chill with it. They both meet you whenever you want for sex. You have sex on tap. And you're choosing option number one to cry about it. And again, that's not to judge anyone, and I certainly don't judge my client for choosing option number one. We often sit around crying about shit. I still do it too sometimes. I've just learned to quickly launch myself into option 2, 3, 4, and we'll say 5 in a second. There's a fifth one here. But the point is, I'm not perfect either. None of this requires us to be perfect. We're all just human beings trying to do our goddamn best, and you're all doing a pretty fucking fabulous job. But a lot of the time, it just requires a little bit more patience. And if you can't be patient, well, that's okay, because option number 5 is to do nothing. Like change nothing. Don't do anything on this list. Maybe you can just do option number 1, but don't change anything. That is an option too. And you might think I'm about to judge you or be like, but you're a pussy if you choose that option. No. Genuinely, you can choose to not improve your patience, to not do anything to let go or surrender or just trust in the self-improvement gods or trust in the process or, believe in yourself. You can do none of that. You can do nothing to improve your mindset and just keep being very, negative, very self-judgmental and judging other people. You can be very grumpy and angry and frustrated and full of shame and fear and doubt and all of that. You can just keep that same mindset that you have right now. You can not buy my course. You can not pay me for coaching. You can do none of that. You can take no more action than you're currently taking. You can change nothing. That is an option. And I'm never going to judge any of you for taking that option. You're allowed to. In fact, that is often, maybe not often, I won't say often, that is sometimes, every now and then, what one of my coaching clients will choose. I will present them with this list. Here's all the options that you have. Here's the things you can choose to do. And they will choose to do nothing. They'll say, I think I don't want to change anything. And I'm like, cool, sweet, man. Do you want to just be more patient then? If you're not going to change anything, you're going to continue to get the results that you're currently getting. Do you want to just introduce a little bit of patience in there so you can be okay with this process? And sometimes they say, yeah, okay, I will do that. And then they don't really do anything to increase their patience. And I'll give them a bunch of tools. I'll give them some homework. I'll say, go do this. And they'll choose option 5. And they'll feel a lot of guilt and shame about that. And then my job as the coach is to say, option 5 is a viable option. You are allowed to pick this. What if you just picked option number 5 without the guilt and the shame? What if you continue to do everything you're doing, especially for one of my coaching clients, like who is actually taking action? You're allowed to take the same amount of action that you're taking right now. Don't change anything. Don't even be more patient. Don't stop crying about it. Don't stop being negative. Don't change any of that. You don't even have to be patient. I promise you will almost accidentally stumble your way to the goal anyway, even if you're not patient. Yes, you would get there quicker if you stopped crying about it. Yes, you would get there quicker if you took more action and played the numbers game. You'd definitely get there quicker if you improved your mindset. You'd amazingly be way more happy if you're a bit more patient. But you're still going to make it even if you do none of those things. It might just take a little bit longer. And you'd make it easier on yourself if you were patient and loving and gentle with yourself and all of that. But even if you're not, you're still going to get there, bro. Like you're still taking the action. I promise success is inevitable. It is guaranteed, especially for coaching clients. They've paid to win. You pay to win for the coaching. But even for a lot of you listening, as long as you're doing one baby step a day, like you have to do something, but as long as you're doing one baby step a day, you can ignore this entire list and just pick option 1 and do nothing else except crying about it and taking one baby step. And you will almost accidentally stumble your way into success. You will make it as long as you're doing a tiny bit each day and improving a tiny bit. That's all that it requires. I talk about my 3-step formula for success all the time. Here are the only 3 things that any of your goals require. Number 1, give yourself permission to suck. Be humble enough to be okay with the fact that you might not know what you're doing at the start. You might suck, you might learn a lot, you might stumble a bunch. That's normal. Number 2, just take one baby step each day towards your goal. Number 3, just keep going. Don't quit. That's it. That's all success requires. And so as long as you're just doing a little bit each day or most days, it's okay if you have a day here or there where you don't do anything. That's fine. Try and do something each day, just one little baby step. If you just keep doing that for long enough, you'll eventually succeed. And so isn't it funny that I made this, steps or these 4 steps of things that you can do to improve yourself. And then number 5 just kind of says, and you can ignore this whole list if you want to, as long as you're just doing a little bit each day. And so look at all the options you have. None of this is me judging any of you or telling you what you should do. If I didn't put this fifth one on here of do nothing, maybe you'd feel a little bit of pressure. You'd be like, fuck, man, like Andy's telling me I have to either do more or stop crying about it or improve my mindset or be patient. Like, fuck, man, what if I can't do any of those things? It's like, then do number 5, do nothing. And when I say nothing, maybe I could say change nothing rather than do nothing. There you go. I've changed it to clarify a little bit better. Change nothing, just take one baby step each day. So you don't need to do anything else on the list. You don't need to change anything. Just do what you're already doing, one baby step a day. That's an option for some of you. Again, you have to at least be doing one baby step each day. You have to be doing something to move towards your goal. Otherwise, yeah, you're not going to achieve it. But you don't have to do all the other stuff on this list. So isn't that freeing? Knowing that if you're sitting there feeling very unhappy, underwhelmed by your results, feeling like it's not fair, I'm never going to make it, you have really 3 good options. Take more action, improve your mindset, be patient, and you can do none of those things. And as long as you're taking one baby step each day, you're going to make it. Isn't that nice? There's no pressure. You can do any or all of these things. And even if you sit around crying about it, that's okay too. You'll probably build up a lot of frustration. You'll probably eventually cry it all out. You know, that's why I say I don't judge any of you for sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. Sometimes that's what you might need to go through. I did. I went through years of feeling sorry for myself and crying about everything. That was my depression years. I just felt bad for myself. I felt sorry for myself. I felt like the world wasn't fair. It's dark. It's horrible. It's mean. It's unfair. Everyone's stupid and no one likes me and everyone judges me. I felt like complete shit. And I sat around choosing option number 1. It was all I knew how to do. And then eventually, when my life fell apart, my mother and therapists and counselors and all of that, and eventually I went to prison, people told me, hey, you can go take more action. And that helped. And then I improved my mindset with the help of all those people. And then I was a little bit more patient. But there are all these options that you have. So you're not hopeless. You're not helpless. It's not that nothing can be done. There is now a choice. And so now you have a choice between any of these things, or you can sit around doing nothing about it and crying and being unhappy. And maybe that's what you need to go through until eventually you get so frustrated, so sick of not having what you want and living the life that you want and being authentic that you say, fuck it, I'm going to do option number 2. Sometimes that's your journey. For some of you, that's what you need to do. That's why I'm saying I don't judge you for sitting around crying about it. That's what I did. That was my journey. But in the meantime, now you know that you have some other options that are there for you when you're ready to take that help, when you're ready to go and take action or have people help you improve your mindset or be a bit more patient or take some baby steps and then change nothing. You know, do nothing else on this list, but just take one baby step. That's an option too. So if any of you would like any more help with any of this, you can come to me for coaching. We have a big, hardcore, beautiful coaching program where you will jump in there and we will change your life. I'm happy to jump on a free call with you, talk through any fears you might have, talk about a payment plan if you want to take that, any of that sort of stuff. It'll be a no pressure call, not going to pressure you, just going to ask you, would you like to join the coaching program? If you say yes, beautiful. If you say no, beautiful. I also have those $200 coaching calls. If you'd like to sit down with me for a couple of hours and go through anything you're struggling with, I can help you with this list of 5 options that you have to get more results. But I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, there is always more that you can do. You are also allowed to improve your mindset. You are allowed to be more patient, or you're allowed to change nothing and continue getting the results that you're getting right now. And as long as you're taking a little baby step, you will eventually make it. A lot of the time, we accidentally make it to our goal by just continuing on, by just not quitting. As long as you just keep going, you can be kicking and screaming the entire time and being like, it's not fair. Why am I not getting my results? But as long as you just still also take some action, you'll eventually accidentally stumble across the finish line and go like, holy shit, I made it. What the fuck? I didn't think I was going to make it. I didn't think I was good enough. I thought I was too insecure, too much of a mess, blah, blah, blah. I didn't think I was taking enough action. I thought my mindset was complete and utter fucking trash. I don't love myself. I don't love other people. Why did I still make it? And it's like, because you were just still taking the action. It took way longer than it would have if you were a little bit more self-loving and positive and all of that. But you're still going to make it. It's not that you have to be more positive or that you have to talk to 100 women a week or something. You'll just get more results if you do. But as long as you're being slightly positive sometimes and talking to a couple of women a week, as long as you're doing something, you will eventually get the results. It'll just take like way longer. It might take 100 times longer, but you'll eventually get there. Like the real thing that success requires is do a little bit and just keep going. That's it. Just like don't fucking quit and you will eventually make it. That is like the only reason people ever fail is because they quit. They give up. They say, it can't be done. I'm not going to do anything. And then, yeah, you'll get no results. So you still have to do something, but just don't fucking quit. And I promise you that you'll eventually make it. You're all on a beautiful mission to build beautiful things, to have a wonderful life, to share that joy with other people. I promise you can get there. I promise you are capable of it. Just fucking keep going.